Hello guys and welcome. Thank you for clicking on this video. My name is Dylan and I had an idea for a story. Ever since Star Wars Rogue One came out, I had this idea. I've been sitting on it for a very long time. And then Star Wars The Mandalorian came out and that ended up being a great TV show. So I turned my movie idea into a TV series idea, and then I started writing it down for the first time ever. And what I have decided to do is I have decided to publish it, make videos on it, show it to you guys. Now, this is definitely not canon by Disney. This is not made by Disney. This is made by me, a fan. It is fan made, and I am not a professional writer. I am not a professional speaker. I will narrate it for you, but feel free to, of course, mute me and read it for yourselves, because some people can read faster than I can speak better than I can, so go ahead and feel free to do that. I cannot put music in these videos because, of course, copyrights, but feel free to turn on some Star Wars music in the background and read my Star Wars story. My fan-made Star Wars story, The Rise. Star Wars The Rise, Chapter 2, A New Job. A few days have passed while on Jedha. Kevin wakes up on his ship and grabs space waffles, then checks his messages. He sees a long list of old messages he missed. He deleted them with one hit of a button. Then he sees one with an ID that says Cover Jobs, which happens to be what King Inca's secret messages are. He looks around to see if anyone's nearby, but no one is, so he closes the door on the cockpit. He presses it to hear a recording. "Hey, Kazir," which is his code name. "I know you don't like big jobs after one another, but I got surprising news. Just recently, yesterday, one of my followers discovered something interesting. But if I called up an expedition and transportation of the thing, I'd have to give rights to the Republic government. I don't want them anywhere near. But if word gets out I'm doing this, the Republic will use it as an excuse to fly through Hutt space. Plus, if I fly the artifact here directly from the Hutt family, it may cause even more suspicion, and at worst, threats from them. So I got in contact with some underground artifact collectors who want to take the thing by secret. But even in a secure, locked-down vehicle, if word gets out on them, then they're doomed as well. All I need is someone to do is pick up the artifact from point A, bring it to point B, leave it there, where the collectors can take it to point C, and go our separate ways with great pay. What do you think? Sounds like something you'd be up for? If so, let me know within Jedha's next rotation. If not, I can find someone else to transport the darn thing out of Hutt space. Oh, but considering it might be related to the Force, knowing your story with the Church of the Force, you should be able to identify the objects, especially one in particular." As he turns off the recording, he's greeted with a big bang and a cloud of smoke outside the window. He grabs his robe, puts it on like a cloak, and walks out to hear coughing. "Hey, Lit," he yells. "How's the upgrades going?" Lit looks up a little dazed. "Almost done. Give me 2 or 3 more days. I'll have this thing up and running." "You have 32 hours. We got a new job offering, and I'm thinking about taking it." Lit nods as an answer. I might have to postpone the shield upgrades then, but I can get the M2 up and running. See to it that you do, Lit. We'll need that, Cavan says, and walks out of the hangar bay. Where are you going? Lit yells. We'll need help on this one, so I got a guy in mind. You want me to help you on a job? Jarv says. They're in the same bar from a few nights before. Look, taking out the trash isn't my cup of tea. It's not a garbage job, Jarv. Jarv stares at him. Cavan looks away a little nervously. My boss, yes, the same one where I got the powder job from, has a new availability. Just hear me out, he says as he turns back, Jarv in his seat, legs crossed and drink in hand, still staring with a disappointment look on his face. I thought after big paying jobs you don't take work again for a few days. Yeah, well, after my girlfriend, he paused. I may have bought one too many drinks. Besides, I spent most of it on ship upgrades. I thought I'd be able to stay another week or two, but being low on funds, I can't let this opportunity be cut off by Jarv. Upgrades? To that old junker? Buy a new ship, you dork. That would cost triple what I paid, if not more, Cavan says with a slight chuckle. What upgrades did you get? Jarv asked. I got a few things, rear deflector shields, some new cannon blasters on the fronts, and most of it went into my M2, he says with a smile. M2, are you kidding me? Jarv yells excitedly. I never flew on a ship with a hyperdrive like the M1. How does it fly? Jarv is a ship guy. While he doesn't know the parts too well, he loves racing. Haven't flown it yet. It's almost in there though. Wow. Aren't they huge though? He asked. I got the new M2 Micro. It's not as fast as the M2 or the GNI hyperdrive, but the fastest hyperdrive you can put on a ship my size. It's a huge upgrade from the Gen IF, which was just junk. Hey, wait. If you come with me, you'd fly on a ship with an M2 hyperdrive. Cavan sounds like a salesman here. Little known facts about Jarv. He loves ships. Hoped to be a pilot when he was younger. Only got off the planet a few times with the headmaster of the church. I'll even let you fly the thing. Smoothest ride for sure. Jarv smirks at the idea. What's the job? My boss owns a sector of space. One of the planets in such space has found Force-related artifacts. Just a few. He hopes to identify them and sell them, but that requires Republic to get involved, which, if he do, it will cause politics stuff not worth mentioning. He's got collectors wanting it. If he goes that way, the artifact can go to the Republic without them coming in his space. But they can't fly in either with their protected ships, Jarv chimes in. Yeah, I see. If they flew in, that would cause suspicion, only for the Republic to notice too early. So let me guess. He wants you to fly in and get it and bring it to the collectors. Probably somewhere off maps. Correct, Kevin nods. Where do I come in? It's force related. He hopes I can identify it so he doesn't lose money. But Jar starts laughing. You don't even know the first thing about the force. Or artifacts. Gavin nods, putting his head into his hand. You want me a way to possibly identify this artifact for you. Is that? No response from Kevin, but that only confirmed Jarv. I don't know, I kinda have a bad feeling about all this. Kevin looks at him as if he'd say, like, really? I'm always doing jobs with a bad feeling. Alright. If only I get to fly the ship. Who's your boss anyway? Kevin says, frightfully surprised at the question. Come on, it's not like the Hutt family. Kevin just takes a drink. No way, I'm out. Jarv says and starts getting up as fast as he can. Jarv, I am not part of their underground occupations. At all. I'm just a delivery boy. Are you kidding me? You got them die-on powder. Shh, shh, shh. Not so loud. Not so loud on that. Look, he assured me it was for construction on Tatooine, okay? Nothing else. Jarv puts his head into his hand. And this job isn't related to anything bad at all. It's force artifacts. You love that mumbo jumbo, Kevin says with a smile. Jarv nods. Okay, just this once. When do we leave? Be ready in 30 hours, Kevin explains. Okay, well, I'll just sleep at your place then, Jarv answers. Well, if you do, the ship's under that construction for the upgrades. You won't get much sleep, Jarv laughs. Like you ever do anyway, he says as he waves back to go get his things. 30 hours later, the ship flies